The Los Angeles Coliseum, a place traveler calls home and the crowd loves to fight on when supporting the USC Trojans. What we have in store for you today, a showdown between a couple of Pac-12 rivals. As we'll see, the Michigan Wolverines taking on the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Trojans will kick it away to start. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Michigan Wolverines offense is on the field for the first time today. And here he is. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll try the run. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the air, it's Orji. Extending the play. Going to try to get it himself. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. On the run, it's Buckley. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Trying to escape and get it himself. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Quickly to the tight end.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. The Trojans offense will try to get something going with their first possession. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Branch.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. Wants to throw. It's Moss. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Tackle is made after the 1st down. The Trojans headed quickly to the line. Best uniforms in the sport, and a play is made befitting of those threads.
Well, this is not the format to have a debate back and forth. Not the best uniform in sports, but definitely always a lot of flash and sizzle with USC offenses.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. The play-action fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for room, it's O'Neal. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Going for 6. He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
Getting set for the point after. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. First down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Fires to the big fella. At the 35, he's open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. He's going to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Klein. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To throw, it's Orji. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch was called for, but there is a flag on the play, and we'll have to sort it out.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Hands it off. They'll wrestle him down just... And I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On second down, he'll let it fly. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now we see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Back to throw, it's Orji. Looking to buy time. Quarterback gets enough. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team.
These guys aren't human either. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes. And then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Fires to the middle. Picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20th to 19-yard line.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Safe completion on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They tried to set up that screen. The problem was, David, they left a big hole in it for the tackle.
And just a great job by the defense. Like, that's a fool you play. That's a trick you play. It get you to run upfield, rush the passer, slip it behind you. The defense did not bite. Great play. Great job stopping them on 3rd down.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Snagged in the middle. It's Klein. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
This offense has a 2nd down play. They'll run play action. Feeling some heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Orji. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And he's got it from 57. What a beauty. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Kennesaw State has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by a field goal over Louisiana Tech. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Didn't find much running room on first down. 2nd and 8 from their own 27. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
And the ball is picked off. And more yards after contact. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open the...
Fires into traffic, picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a crease. It's O'Neal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
He's going for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Trojans will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Now on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Orji. They're working that left side. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Looking to the big tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team.
What a weapon this kicker is. When you've got leg talent like that, you're liable to score from anywhere on the field. Just get the ball close to midfield, and you can put 3 on the board.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Trojans will hustle to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. Got his man downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Looking to pass, it's Moss. Finds his back in the middle.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. They'll throw it on first down. He's got the tight end. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Trojans trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He wants to throw. He's got it. And he will score! Touchdown, Southern Cal!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, there in the shadows of the Hollywood sign, you've been watching quite a drama of your own. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats.
And the Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
They'll run it from the gun. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. Oh, it's out! And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Ooh, offense really lucky there.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10.
29 Philly, 2-0.
Looking for a gap. It's O'Neal. At midfield, he's got room. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
And the Trojans are on the move.
Unlock. Green 25.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Robinson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Scanning the field, it's Moss. Got his man down the middle. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the quarterback is snowed under. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
Yeah, and all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Going up top on 1st down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
Right place, right time. Linebackers are usually big physical guys you see play the run a lot. Hard to get 2 interceptions in a game. Special player making special plays.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field position than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points. Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
They'll ride the hot hand. Smashes ahead. He's piled up 97 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the ground with the back. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Snags it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Trojans! He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-6. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Kennesaw State has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 9 over Louisiana Tech. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Trying to find his man on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Marshall. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few.
Man, as a quarterback, too, after throwing picks, you just got to find completions to get the good mojo going, right? The very next drive. So he's getting to that right away. He's like, look, if it's not open downfield, where's my running back? I'm in the pocket. I can see him easy. Spit it out to him. Let's get some of those good vibes going.
The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
The RPO, fire complete to the left.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking for room. It's O'Neal. Running with power. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, it's Moss. Going for it all. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to power their way ahead. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. First down to start the drive after the break. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. First down here for the offense.
Come on, set.
They want to throw it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A 3rd and long coming up here.
Here we go.
To the air, it's Moss. Shoots it to the left. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Make sure he doesn't get backed up any further, signals for and makes the fair catch at the 10. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Snares it outside. It's Moore. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Hard running there. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a 1st down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. The Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Out Out of the gun, the inside give. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver shows motion. Back to throw, it's Orji. It's on target and complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on that time, made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Grabbed in the middle. It's Buckley. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Moss. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
And these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide open wide receivers, you still expect them to fit that ball in there and make it happen.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He's looking to throw it. Complete to the left. Afterburner's coming. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And after the extra point, it's a one-possession game, down 21-13. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Florida is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 37 over Auburn. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give to the tailback. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Got his man in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Getting some heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
That's a bad sign for the offense. You're trying to throw screen passes to try to negate the pass rush from the defense. That time, the pass rush even got home on a screen pass.
Pressure coming. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. Pulls it in. It's Buckley.
And you're seeing why this guy is on the field during 2-minute situations. He can catch the football and make things happen. Nobody open downfield. You just dump it down to him and let the guy go to work, pick up a huge play, and help this offense get in position to win the game.
Quickly out to the tight end. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Back to pass. It's Orji. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Stewart. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this...
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's a back-breaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the 4th quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to